to the garden.
Hey, sunflowers, welcome back to the garden. It's me, Mimi.
What's up? It's me.
And we're back with another mother-daughter
duo. So we're dropping another topic in the
same day, same outfits.
Because you know how we do.
I know we say this every time, but if we, like we said, if we have one, we talk about one thing and we feel like we want to talk about something else, we just kind of go on and finish it. So let's go.
Today, it's today because we just did one, but we dropping a topic about, are you serious?
That was an accident.
Why are you on there?
I don't know. That was an accident.
Wow. Anyways, we dropping the topic about, are you responsible for how your kids grow up? Like, you grow your kids up and you teach them certain things and they grow up to do the complete opposite. I don't know why people always blame the parents for how their children end up being when they get grown. Because you can't control what they do when they get grown.
No.
So how is that on me? They're going to do what they want to do regardless.
I think no. I don't think you're responsible for how they grow up.
I don't either.
Well, I mean, I don't think you're responsible for how they are when they grow up.
Yeah, when they grow up.
Once they get to a certain age, they start making their own decisions. They start wanting to do their own things.
They
may do totally opposite of what you taught them. They may book you just don't. They're gonna do what they want to do after that. So I don't think it's your responsibility. I don't even think it's something. They can have a good daddy and be a deadbeat one, or have a good mama and dog women. So no, we are not. Don't put that on us. And I'm a parent. Don't put that on us.
And I'm not.
Have you choose whatever you choose to do when you called your own self grown is on you.
Yes.
Now, what you did when you was under your parents' roof and what they allowed you to do is totally different.
My point.
It's totally
different.
That's
like being dirty. Like, your mama made you clean up all your life and then you move out and you're dirty. Does that mean your mama dirty? No.
No, that mean you dirty because I ain't dirty.
That means you're dirty because I taught you how to clean up.
Absolutely.
I taught you how to bathe. I taught you how to do these things. I taught you how to treat women and open doors. And if you choose to go out and see a woman walking through a door and just let the door close behind you, that don't mean I taught you to be like that.
Or use women and all that. I think but you know what I figured out? That people always feel better about things when they have something or someone to blame. It can't never be that you are just the way that you are, because that's just how the hell you are.
People don't ever want to do that.
No.
I don't think people want to do that.
Some of the stuff that I did, I wasn't taught that. I didn't see my mama. Truthfully, I ain't never seen my mama drink.
Well,
so what they got to do with me having a drink?
That's something you did on your own.
When I grew up, I decided that I never seen her with a drink.
I'm
not saying she ain't never.
I was just thinking about, because you know my brothers and them, they do their own thing. They just say y'all do that.
Smoke.
Yeah. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not a smoker.
You're not a smoker, but
I don't have a problem, and I don't even have a problem with it.
Yes, but I'm saying that's not something that they sing though.
Yeah.
So
but people pick and choose of what they want to blame their parents for.
Yeah, they do.
So so whatever you grew up and chose to do with your life or decisions that you made is your problem. No, I do not think you should tell a kid, oh, when you're 18, you got to get out. But I don't have a problem with a parent that does, because maybe that kid ain't never did number brought hell and disruption in the home and want to be grown and run your house. And so maybe that's why the parent feels that way at 18. Parents are only as supportive as they can be. But I'm only as supportive as I can be, and only as supportive as your respect level towards me. So if you don't respect me, then we don't have nothing to discuss or to talk about.
Right.
So it's always something big. Just say that you're not a man because you're just not a damn man. Or you're not being a woman because you're just not a damn woman.
Yeah.
They don't have nothing to do with your parents. Because you, at a certain age, you have the choice to make decisions on your own.
My point.
So blame you. And I'm speaking for all parents that feel this way. Now, some may feel,
And some things that parents do, they're not teaching their kids to do that. Yeah. They probably teaching their kids the opposite, but of course kids have their own mind. How you going to tell me how to do this if you doing that? Was because people sometimes want better for you than what they taking on themselves.
A fool can give you
good advice,
and
they never take it. But what they got to do with the advice that they
but that's what people always base on. How you gonna tell me about using birth control and you got 5 kids? That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Or how you gonna tell me about how not to be homeless and you homeless? That's how. That's the most ignorant thing ever, to think that you can't learn nothing from nobody.
You got to think deeper than that.
Yes. People always want to be the smartest person in the room. They always want to be the most intelligent one. But that's not me. If you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Because you can't learn a damn thing from nobody in there. You're in the wrong room.
What you going to learn?
Nothing.
Because you already know.
Nothing. I could have been the biggest whore in Texas. What they got to do with you?
My point. That's what I said. You're not
you just
teaching me to be that, though. That's on you. That don't have nothing to do with me.
Yeah. And you control what you can control. You try to hide what you can hide. But you can't hide everything. Some things, sometimes kids just know.
Or they see it.
Or they just see it.
You want them to see it, but they seen it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, but that ain't mean that that's what you trying to teach them. You're not trying to teach them those things. That's just things that they have to see. So
trial and error.
I don't think you responsible for the way your child grow up. Some people are, though, because I've seen certain situations where mamas just
think stuff is cute.
Like, they just support anything, bad decisions, all type of stuff, and that's why they going in the direction that they're going in. Because you supporting it like you think it's, like you said, you think it's cute. So then they grow up and they think it's cute. And then you taking up for them. And you know that that's wrong. Like, you got to kind of nip stuff.
Yes. You put your kids in a position to be great, but if they choose to do different, then it has nothing to do with you.
Yes.
I put it that way.
Taking a toll on some parents.
Yes.
Like, what did I do wrong? They trying to go back and think of what they did wrong. And sometimes some kids be grown because, first of all, some stuff you probably shouldn't have known, but you was being grown. And in our business, when you should have been playing with your toys or something. So they didn't have, like, it's just different type of ways.
Yeah. I just think people just be needing a reason to be what they are.
People do be needing a reason to be the way
because instead of just owning. I don't blame my mama for nothing. She did the best that she could do. She raised us the best of her ability with the lack of dads or in and out of however they want to do it. And so I took, like I said in other videos, I took what I admired and I applied it. The things that I probably did not like. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't like things. And so like my kids, they probably won't fuss as much. Because I fussed. Because I didn't like to hit them, so I fuss a lot. So maybe when they grow up, they'll be like, okay, I'm not going to fuss. So you just take those things and you do that. But I don't blame her for nothing. I blame my life being the way that it is. Because when I got to a certain age, I made decisions to make my life the way that it is.
Definitely.
Now, of course, when you are underage, you can hold your parents accountable for maybe something that happened to you if you were, you know, something just happened and your parents allowed it to happen, or maybe that right there, then you can probably blame somebody. But once you get to a certain age where you make the decision that you want to do what you want to do, you got to blame your damn self and you got to own it. And if you don't never face that and own that, you're going to live your miserable life. Yeah. Blaming somebody for
everything. Then you grow up, then you start blaming everybody around you, the people you're in a relationship with.
Yep.
I mean, what are you blaming them for?
Yep.
What did they do to you?
Yep. I don't blame them. No, it is your, when you are in a relationship, it is your responsibility to be happy, not my responsibility to make you happy. Yeah. And vice versa.
It's supposed to be an add-on. I'm supposed to add on to you already being happy. Yes. You can't get with somebody that's going through their own issues and try to fix them, because that's just too much on a person to try to fix everything that you're going through. Now I got unnecessary problems that I didn't have before you.
And it can be hard on people. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I don't want to be with you anymore.
Yeah.
And then you feel like, now I feel bad because then you feel like I'm turning my back on you. When the whole time I'm not. I'm just burdened down with all of your mess, and I don't have room for, if something was to happen on my side, I don't got nowhere to put it. Yes.
Unless you have something mentally wrong.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, then that's totally different.
I'm not talking about like
when
depression,
you suffer from depression,
anxiety. I'm not talking about that type of stuff. I'm talking about.
No, I just want to make that clear.
Yeah. I'm talking about if, girl, it's so many different things, reasons, honey. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do to take care of yourself and responsibilities in the house, rent, bills, whatever, you're not putting in your part.
But the crazy part about me is that people pick and choose the parts that they would like to do. You could grow up in a household and your daddy can beat your mom, right? But he get up and go to work every day, right? So, but you won't beat your wife, but you don't work nowhere. Right. So how, you know what I'm saying?
Because you seen him go to work.
Yeah. So you pick and choose what qualities that you like and what you don't like. So it's the same thing to go back to what I said. It doesn't matter how you raise them. Once they get big, they pick and choose what they would like to do. If you see a man get up and go to work all his life, or your mama get up and go to work all her life, that's all you saw. So why, when you got older, you didn't get your ass up and you go to work all the rest of yours? Or get your own business or something, you know what I'm saying?
Something.
Motivating that, because people pick and choose.
Or you seen your parent.
I hate when
one of your parents cheat on the other one and you hated it, and oh my God, I can't believe they did that. But then you grow up
and be a cheater.
Everybody you get with, you cheating.
Which means you're not no better.
So you didn't really care. You just cared because it was your mama or something. Cause that's gonna be somebody's mama too. Somebody. If you have a baby with them, then that's somebody's mama.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I don't get it.
I don't know.
Or if your mama, your parents beat you when you were little, but you'll have kids and beat them.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
What? Like stuff like that makes no sense to
me. I don't know. I just don't get that at all.
The moral of the story is don't blame your parents.
Yeah.
For how you choose, what you choose to do when you got old.
Yeah. The mistakes.
And your parents may have wanted you outside of their home when you got 18 because you act like you was the head of the household. Mm-hmm. When you live with your parents, you don't have to like their rules. You have to respect their rules. And if they say be in their house at a certain time, or if they say don't do this, don't do that, if you don't like it, you get your own. You don't just expect your parents to tolerate you being disrespectful and then want to play the blame game. Mm-hmm. That's not how that works. That is not how that works. Yeah. And I'm talking about for as myself. Yeah. With my mama's house, there were rules when you was grown or not. Yeah. If you want to stay with her, you need to be in her house because she don't like her door unlocked all night. Mm-hmm. So what do I look like being upset and mad and telling her I'm grown? Well, if you that grown, get out and go get your own place and you go in whatever time you get ready. Right. But if you had a job, you'll want to be in the house anyway because you got to get up in the morning. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's a cycle. You'll want to be in anyway because you're tired because you got up and you went to work this morning. Yeah. Or you was to open up your business. Or you was up, you know what I'm saying? You was up working. You was working.
Being productive.
Being productive.
All day.
Yeah. So it's not, so people can get off them little Facebook posts about I'm not in no hair for my kids. I don't rush my kids at my house when they get 18. That is for kids. Parents feel like that when it's grown disrespect for kids. Yeah. And then some parents just may feel like that. And at the end of the day, if they do, which I don't feel like that. My daughter's 23. 23. I don't feel like that. I think she should move when she good and comfortable. She can move straight on from with us and move into her house or whatever it is that she wants to do.
I'm saving.
Yes. And it's not like she's lazy. She's not doing anything. She's sorry. She got her own money. I don't buy her anything. Half the time she paying for my lunch.
We with each other.
So it's totally different. It's more to that than just to say, oh, when my kids get 18, I want them. It's more to that. It's not. This is what I feel. If you want to know the truth, and this may not sit well with people. If I have a kid that just graduated from school, right, and I'm just that type of parent, I say, okay, well, you're 18, you're out of college, and I think it's time for you to get your own. What about it?
True.
What about it? My job was to get you through high school, right? If that's how I felt as a parent. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, okay, now you're grown. This is what, when I was 18, my mom, pushed me on out there and I had to, so you have to get on out there, get your job so you can get your own apartment. I don't see, that's the problem. People don't respect what go on up on the other people's roof. If somebody want their kid out their house at 18 years, that ain't none of your damn business.
True. And
sometimes when you be talking, you really be thinking you done supported somebody, you ain't really did nothing. Now that's not gonna make me go there. Don't make me go there. Mm-mm. So I ain't never been in a hurry for no mannerable, respectful kid of mine to get out of my house. Never.
Very true.
No. I don't like being around my kids. When school, summertime, spring break, weekends, Christmas break, could not wait. Love playing with my kids. I ain't never been in here for my kids to be grown out my face and out my presence. I never. When I go on vacation, she go with us. I ain't never felt like that. So that's not me. But I don't have a problem with a parent that does.
Yeah.
You
do what you want to do in your own house.
Yes. Respect people's rules. That's the thing. When your kid, that's why when the kids go out there into the world, they losing jobs because they don't have no respect for their supervisors. Mm-hmm. They can't get one because they don't know stuff. Because they don't even respect you at home, so they can't even go to work and be respectful. Mm-hmm. So that, you know what I'm saying?
Or school.
Yeah,
Even
or
when they be
school.
in
Because they don't have no respect for authority.
They bad at home, so when they go to school, they
don't have no respect for
school.
authority. You have to respect authority, and at the end of the day, you got to obey the laws of the land. There are rules and regulations. There's laws of the land. All that stuff got to be respected. You got to have tax for your car. You got to have registration. You know what I'm saying? You got to have your driver license or your ID. All this stuff is stuff that you need. You have to obey these laws. Mm-hmm. And you have them kids stepping out there into the world because it's so disrupted and no rules, no nothing at home. Till they get out there in the world, they don't know what the hell is going on. Can't nobody tell them nothing.
Nothing.
Can't nobody tell them nothing. Can't give them no advice, no words of wisdom, no nothing. They hang around a bunch of other nothings, and ain't none of them doing a damn thing.
So who motivating who? Nobody.
Nobody.
They doing the same thing.
Nobody. If one thing my kids can tell you is I tell them the truth. When you get out there in the real world, you think your supervisor care about that. You think you finna talk stupid to your supervisor. Mm-hmm. No, you finna be looking for a job. You finna get fired. You gotta have some respect. You don't have to like what your supervisor's saying. You have to respect what your supervisor's saying. Mm-hmm. And before I went into my own businesses and wasn't working for nobody, I'd had to go back and apologize to my supervisor 10 times because, baby. And she was like, no, you didn't even say it like that because in my heart and my conscious mind, mm-hmm. I felt like it was inappropriate for me to say as my supervisor. Mm-hmm. And I shouldn't have said that like that. So I would go in there and say, oh, I need to speak with you a minute and be like, oh, I apologize. She told me, she was like, oh, I didn't take it like that to me. I was like, no, I didn't feel like it was appropriate or respectful for me to, right. speak in that tone to you. Even with my mama. I call my mama today. If we don't agree on something, I would call my mama and say, Medea, I'm sorry the way she was like, what? Like, she don't even know what I be talking about. But within me, I don't like the way it came out. Mm-hmm. I don't like the way, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, no, I apologize for how I even, baby, it didn't come out my mouth like that, but maybe what I felt in my spirit wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying?
I have said that before.
What?
When I was like, oh, I'm sorry that I said it like that, and you'd be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You always say, I didn't take it like that or something. Yeah. But sometimes you just can hear it in your head, or like how you probably said it. Yeah. You just unsure.
So parents, we gotta stop being so hard on ourselves. If you did the best that you can be, you done taught your kids the best that you can teach them. When they get out there into the real world and they make decisions, this don't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Even if you was a terrible deadbeat parent, once you got old enough and outside of your mom and them house, you then had the right to make your own decisions, and you chose to not do this or to go and do that. It doesn't have, and maybe this deeper, and I don't know, but maybe it's deeper.
Mm-hmm. But maybe don't blame your parents, guys, because that's just, don't blame them sometimes. Sometimes I can see.
That's what I said.
Sometimes, Yeah. But not as an overall. I'm saying what we just discussed.
Yeah.
No,
I can see how
responsible for how
yes, but I can see how a kid not know no better. Let's say if your dad was a drug dealer, that's all you knew, probably.
Yeah.
So I still think you got a choice. I still think that you chose to grow up and do that, though. Yeah, I was going to try to make an excuse for it, but I still think that you saw that and you still chose that. Because there are people that had parents that was on drugs, drug dealers, and chose to be a lawyer, chose to be a doctor, chose to be, better. Whatever it may be, a manager, a supervisor, go work at a restaurant. I don't want to be on the streets. I don't want to sell it.
Or there was like younger girls that seen their parents get abused and they grew up and then they pick a man that abuses them. I don't know if they think that's, it scared them at that time when they was younger, but I don't know if they thought like maybe that's a sign of love, like, or something. I don't really know, but
I just don't get this love like and lick just don't kind of even out to me.
It don't.
No, it don't. But then that's my understanding. Yeah. That's why I would have to sit down and talk to somebody that has been in an abusive relationship and they can relate that back to me, because that's something I don't understand. And sometimes because we don't understand something, we just think that it's stupid or it's this or it's that, because we just don't understand it. Like, I don't think it's stupid. I just don't understand. Yeah. Just like you may not understand my way, I don't understand your way. Like, I don't want to be scared of you.
No.
Like, I don't understand. We'll have to watch my mouth. That ain't gonna work for me. I'd be toe up every video.
You would.
If it was based off my mouth.
But a lot of people, they get abused, they be saying what they want to say. And they just be like, well, I'm just going to have to get hit for it. Because they say what they want to say.
He ain't hitting hard enough then.
Or, no, sometimes they do.
I can't.
They still be talking. Or they'll think, oh, well, I'll fight him back, so he not really beat me, or we fight each other.
That's the worst thing you could ever say.
That's what they say.
I'm just saying, I fight him back. So, what?
Like, it's still abuse.
He still shouldn't be, it's still abuse.
Yeah. It's still being abusive.
Yes, he's abusive, and he's abusive. He's an abuser, and you are being abused.
Yeah.
and you just don't know it because you say you swinging back.
Yeah, but it's still the same.
You are in an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Yes. Domestic violence. But that's the way to justify y'all fighting.
Somebody?
I don't even know why you just haul off and punch a girl like that. Just haul off and punch her. Like, you know, some guys are kind of rough you up, like grab your arm, you be like, let me go. But it happens though.
Yeah, it do.
Grab your arm and all that. But to haul off and just square up and fist up and just fight a girl.
Dudes, though. That's what people.
But then when you get ready to fight a guy, you gotta go by the house and get your pistol. Oh,
or they just don't want to fight them. Or they don't even come at a dude like that to even start up a fight. But you want to fight a girl, but you don't want to fight no dude. Or even dudes that argue with girls, they won't argue with no dude, but they always want to argue with
I don't even want to see no guy sitting there holding no whole argument with no damn girl. Why you argue with a girl and you won't argue with all these dudes that be having something to say, you will ignore it quick. Yeah. But as soon as a girl I don't get in drama.
Yeah, but as soon as a girl say something.
But you'll argue with a girl all
day. You acting like her.
That's why I don't be arguing with.
Oh, Jesus.
I ain't finna go outside because a boy will punch you like it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
And I am a girl.
I'm not arguing.
Let the record show.
Fighting with no dude.
No, but I got something for him.
Sure do.
Cause you ain't finna beat me up. So we'll just leave that like that.
I don't want you to ever think.
And you ain't finna beat up my daughter. And I don't like double standard guys. Don't want go jump on their mama boyfriend. Or go beat up their sister boyfriend, beat him up. But be turning your girlfriend up.
Yep.
Child, no. Well, that wouldn't work for mine anyway, because I got brothers that don't play like that. So that one, I know I couldn't be in an abusive relationship because my boyfriend would be beat up.
Mine too.
Or somewhere,
Mine ain't gonna play
Rodney. I mean, this is what it is. Ain't nobody finna sit there and let nobody beat up their sister.
That's true.
Or beat up their mama. You crazy.
Unless you keep doing it though. Like they defended you a lot of
Oh, and you keep jumping on his side.
I be like, child, look.
And there are women abusers. I'm sorry. There are women that beat up their man too. So I ain't being one sided.
I don't understand why you ain't going to come out her and threw her to the other side of the room. But okay. I'm for real. Girl. I'm laughing.
What? You don't understand why what?
My hand grabbed her by that neck and threw her across the room. She didn't have no business doing that. Or go get your sister.
Yo.
Something.
Ooh, child.
Why are you beating him? Just hitting him and he just sitting there like.
I don't want my sons to be abusive, and I don't want no woman. Don't be hitting on my sons. Don't be scratching on my sons. Don't be doing all that. But now, if he hit you and you knock him upside the head with a, I don't care what you knock him upside the head. Don't call me.
Say nothing.
Go to the doctor. Go to the doctor then, because you shouldn't hit.
After I scratched her neck or something. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just going.
I mean, you gotta expect. I know people tell me, don't hit my brother. Did your brother beat her up?
I would never.
Are you crazy?
I can never.
I'm talking about my son. If my daughter-in-law called me and said that my son beat her, and she hit him with or whatever the hell she hit him with, I don't think I said him.
He laid there knocked out. To the ambulance.
I was saying,
girl, I don't even know why you called the ambulance.
Stephanie,
later.
Call the doctor. What I look like as a woman, condoning my son beating her like that and mad because she defended herself. Mm-hmm. Girl, if whatever you gotta do to get that boy off you is what you better do. But my son don't fight women. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just giving.
I'm giving an example because sometimes I like talk about what go up under my roof.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if my son did, I don't play that.
I wouldn't say nothing. If she called the police.
And press charges. You better press charges.
I wouldn't say a thing.
Yeah.
Because why was you doing it? Should never be doing it.
And by all means, don't hit my mama, because let me tell you something. You can get it.
Not my dream.
Not my mama. Are you crazy?
They tripping. You gotta be out your mind.
But anyway.
We running over pistols. Because we're not even going to cap. It's still going.
A whole lot of pow, bang, bang. Ducking and running going on.
Don't run. Because I'm going to chase you.
You can do what you want to do, honey. I don't know how far you're going to go with a busted kneecap, but it is what it is.
Okay, honey.
Sure.
No, for real.
Yes. But see how we went into abuse and we was talking about something else, but we do this all the time.
We was talking about abuse because...
You want to go hit the button?
It's still on.
It is? Oh, okay. So her battery low, y'all. But anyway. But so, yes, that's what we...
was talking about.
That's what we was talking about.
So...
All parents responsible for how their kids grow up to a certain extent.
Yeah, to a certain extent.
It depends on what it is.
Depends
The
on
environment.
the situation.
Yeah. You can take them out of the environment. If they want to, they're going to go back over there.
My point.
So sometimes it just own your own SHIT.
To the good neighborhood. To the good neighborhood.
Yeah.
You can move them all the way to a good neighborhood. And they still claiming like they from over there and want to be over there every day. They don't have nothing to do with you, baby, because you tried to move them and they went over there.
Yeah.
They don't have nothing to do with
I
you.
think people would be a whole lot happier, a whole lot more at peace if they just own their own stuff and fix it.
Yes.
Like, damn. I say all the time, like, damn, I wish that I would have just did better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish I would have just prepared myself, thought about in my 20s what I was going to do in my 30s, and in my 30s what I was going to do in my, just prepare myself way better than what I did. But I didn't, because I just wasn't doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
If you want to know the truth.
Sometimes you just got to take it day by day.
I had all 4 of my kids by the time I was 25. You want to do no laying down? Like, what was you? Damn.
Like that, girl.
What?
You just was young.
But still, I'm talking about myself.
I know. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, but I thought about that. Like, what were you doing? You was 25 with 4 kids. What were
just living like you was 25?
That's what I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying.
But,
you live for the age that you are.
I know, but there are consequences and repercussions for thinking like that.
Yes,
in your 20s, you need to be preparing for your 30s. In your 30s, you need to be preparing for your 40s. Your 40s, you need to be preparing for your 50s. So when you get to your 60s or whatever you want to call it,
you'll be in retirement mode.
You're good. Or even though you can retire at an earlier age. I'm just saying. Yes.
For the preparing yourself.
Yes.
For it. But I was just
saying, wish that I would have just did better.
Yeah, that's just how you be thinking. Like when you're young, you just be thinking.
You be like, oh, I'm young. And then you turn around and you ain't young no more. And you ain't did a damn thing. Your whole life went by.
You're 22. You only know what you've learned in those 22 years. Unless you be around somebody that's older
with some wisdom and take the advice that's been given.
And take it. Because sometimes you can get the advice and don't take it.
Because I tell her all the time.
Yeah.
My mistakes, I tell her everything. It ain't nothing about me she don't know. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. So
I either take that and I use it, or I take it and I get older
or
and
go
I do
apply
what I do. So what they got?
I don't glamorize it. If it was ugly and nasty, then it was ugly and nasty. Don't I tell you the truth? So I'm like, if that wasn't cute, I don't care if I did it. It wasn't cute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if I was to grow up and do the same thing, that don't have nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with me.
What does that have to do with you?
Nothing.
So I don't know. I don't think your parents.
So what do y'all think? Tell us what do y'all think.
Yeah.
Leave your comments down below. And tell us exactly what you think. But I do think that you can prepare a kid for a better life by just teaching them things and instilling things in them. And that even if they grow up and don't do it, you still taught them and you still instilled it in them. Yeah. And so that's what I think. But I don't think you should have a reckless, moving on.
Okay, yeah. So, like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Leave your comments down
below in the comment section, please. Anyways,
we out.
Negative people.
Toss them. Positive people.
Awesome.
And don't forget to blossom.